Hey YouTubers, Sega Genesis Nerd here, just giving you an update. Taking a break on the Sega Genesis Nerd show for a while, as just working and don't have time for it anymore. Plus the camcorders I've used stopped working, so I'm resorting to my webcam now. Anyway, this video is going to be kind of like a small Genesis Nerd video. I'm going to show you how I properly clean my cartridges. Sometimes you'll get a game, you'll plug it in your system, and you get that black screen of death, or it'll go to that, that regional lockout code, and then it'll just go to a black screen. That's because of the dust, dirt, and grime that's in your game cartridge or your board, your contacts. Anyway, the game I'm going to clean today is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I don't know if you can see it, but that board right there, the top part is the contacts. That's what we'll be cleaning. Now, there are different cleaners or methods you can use to clean your games. Alcohol, Windex, just some of them. I heard if you take one of those, what are they called? The black scrubby things for like dishes, you can lightly scrub the grime off. What I use is a product called Brasso. I mentioned it in the video. Basically, it does the job really well, I'd have to say. I've only bought one bottle, and it's probably going to last me for a long time. Because you don't need that much. You only need like a dab on a Q-tip. It's that simple. And another thing you'll need to get is a tool that you can buy off eBay or video game stores, and it's a security bit. It looks like this. It's got the big one for like Genesis games, and the smaller one for like Nintendo games. And the bigger one can also open up Super Nintendo games and this one. They take special security bits so people can open up the games properly. Anyway, let's get straight to it. I'll open up the game here, back. It's really easy, and it's actually a lot of fun learning the games. Made, what they look like on the inside of the cartridge. Alright, I took my screw bits off. Let's see what this bad boy looks like. Alright, take the board out. This is what Zombies Ate My Neighbor's board looks like. Konami on, it's hard to see. And the gold part is the contacts. That's what we'll be cleaning. It's hard to see on a webcam, but on mine there's a little bit of black residue kind of showing up on the contacts. So, basically, what I do is I put it back in the case, take my clean Q-tip, take my Brasso here, all that you can actually might want to shake it. Sometimes you get that crust crap on it, and squirt a little bit on a Q-tip. That much, all the way around, so you get a good amount. It's hard to see here, but you get a nice good amount on your Q-tip. That's all you'll need for this project, because the the other ends for wiping it away. And on here, just swipe it back and forth. Contacts, just like so. It's hard to see, but when you do it, when you look at your contacts, you'll see that the black stuff slowly goes away. I do this from time to time to make sure that my game works properly in all my systems and everything. The back, so do the front. You got to be careful when you're holding your board, because right now I'm standing on carpet, and static electricity buildup. If you touch this board, it might fry the board, which is, I think, what might have happened to some of the games. Or a couple of the games I mentioned before don't work. Superman and the Lost Vikings are two of the games that I actually purchased, and I tried this method and it didn't work. Tried alcohol, didn't work. Anything. I think the board shot, and I need to get a new copy of each of it. So, which is a bummer, but it happens. Okay, mine's looking pretty good right now. And you take your clean end and then you just swipe it back and forth so you get the rest of that excess stuff off it. I learned this method offline, actually. I was browsing through and I wanted to find a really good way to clean your cartridges without, kind of hurting the board or the contacts. Alcohol can leave like a residue. This stuff can leave a residue too, but if you clean it off right away, it's pretty much gone. And sometimes we'll need another Q-tip. Always have spare Q-tips. And when you're cleaning your cartridge, even though it's clean, sometimes you'll get black stuff on your Q-tip. I don't know why, but you will. And just ignore it. Just go by it from the looks of your board to make sure it's properly cleanable and whatnot. Back's looking pretty good. Front looks pretty good too. Alright, we're done with the board part. Now, another part, this is optional. You don't have to do this. I do this because sometimes when I clean the board, the game doesn't start up right away and you gotta blow it and start up. Another method I do, I'll show you. It's kind of gross, but it works. Sometimes you'll get dirt buildup in your cases, like down in this area where the cartridge is. What I like to do is take a clean Q-tip, use your saliva, like so. Nice and wet. Okay. Now, like I said, optional. You don't have to do this. I do this because it works for me. Just go along the edge where your cartridge contacts are, bare, where they just lie. Just go back and forth with your Q-tip. And this is amazing. I tried this one time just to see what would happen because I've tried everything. And this actually picks up dirt and grime really good. It's like a magnet. Look at that. All that dirt I just picked up with my saliva on the Q-tip. It's like a magnet. Magnet for dust. Saliva is good for many things. This being one, in my opinion. And then do the same thing to the other one. Just pick it up. Same way. Because you'll find that any cartridge, even if it's clean, you'll find some. Best to be safe. There. Yeah. Look at that. Gross. Look at all that black stuff. That's dirt from the cartridge. Dust and dirt. I've never cleaned this cartridge before. And this is one of the ones I've had that actually where I had to blow into it just to get it to work properly. But, yeah. That is it. Then take your dry end and just wipe the excess saliva with plastic. Because you know exactly what's going into your case. Harsh chemicals, just bodily chemicals. Bodily fluid. I know it's a little gross, but try it. It works. It gets all the dust and dirt off your plastic. It's like, ew, I don't want to do that. That's gross. It'll destroy my cartridge. Nope. I've done it on almost all of my cartridges. Not all of them, but some of them. And I've had really good results. Alright, this cartridge looks really clean now. Throw that away. Now, put your board back in your case the way it came out. So basically this would go in. Basically this black part would go facing the front of this, where the image is. That way it lines up correctly. You can put it in backwards, which I've done before. I put a cartridge back in backwards and it didn't work. Just like that. Put your 2 screws back in. Do it nice and tight. It is a little bit longer than I expected. It takes longer than I thought. Screw it back in nice and tight. Make sure they're tight and loose. Ignore that, it's my state. Sometimes you gotta give it a really good push because some of these screws are really old and rusted out. So it's a bit of a hard time taking them. Good enough. Back over. Put it in my Genesis. You'll hear it, see if it comes on right away. And it goes to the region lockout and boots up right away. I'll even let you hear it. Do you hear it? That's the sound of success. This is the Sega Genesis Nerd saying, good gaming. Leave me comments, feedback, anything. Thanks for watching.